The next item, Commissioners, is number 3, an application for a certificate of appropriateness in the Borough of Brooklyn, docket number 19-5180, 398 Washington Avenue in the Clinton Hill Historic District, Block 1945, Lot 44, a Queen Anne-style row house designed by Adam E. Fisher and built in 1887. The application is to modify window openings at the rear facade.
Good morning, Commissioners. Julianne Wiesner-Chianese, Preservation staff. 398 Washington Avenue is located on the west side of Washington Avenue between Green and Lafayette Avenues in the Clinton Hill Historic District. The proposal is to enlarge a masonry opening at the second floor of a rear L. The existing opening contains a 1/1 double-hung window and is similar in size and configuration to the existing window at the adjoining rear L at the neighboring building. The enlarged opening will be visible at an oblique angle from Green Avenue. Changes at the side of the L are also shown in the presentation, but are not visible from a public thoroughfare and are being reviewed at staff level. I would now like to introduce the architect, James Hill, who will describe the proposal in more detail.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Jim Hill from Urban Pioneering Architecture. So here we're just showing the existing building, the front facade. There are the changes here are basically replacing windows in kind. So I'm just going to basically go back to the view quarters in the area. So back here in C, across Green, you can view through this gap to our property here. It's the red one. You can see we've got a kind of a sister building over there that has an identical rear extension. So in here, we've outlined ours, and right next to it is the existing one. Again, up top, that's the existing adjacent one, I should say, and that one is ours. This white one is the existing adjacent to the south. Visible from the street, and kind of closing it on here, we've outlined just barely in here in this red one, the enlarged opening here. So again, this enlarged opening shows up in the back right there. So the work on the ground floor and the second floor is not visible at all from the street. So we are basically taking this existing opening, this window, and widening it, and bringing it down to create a set of doors to access the roof of the smaller extension. We're also kind of rearranging some of the windows, the existing windows at the top, and those are actually visible a little bit right there. Is that window. There's basically replacing it in kind in its location. This window is getting shifted over a little bit to create an alignment here, and this also getting enlarged there. But again, this level and this level not visible from the street. The side views, again, some of the work that we're doing here, replacing and enlarging some window openings. Again, not visible from the street, being handled at staff level. We go through the plans, the lower levels, the garden level here, and then this is the main area that we're discussing now, is enlarging this window, making it a large set of doors to access from that large extension. Going through quickly to the back, so zooming in, so this view from across the street is magnified here from literally standing on that stoop and looking back to get as much visibility as we can, just to show that really this is the most visible portion of that, or most visible moment where that is seen from that work. So I'll say back to the rear elevations, that's really the crux of it.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Any questions? All right. Are there any speakers on this item? No speakers. Community Board 2, Brooklyn recommends approval. So if there are no questions, we can close the hearing? Right, this seems very straightforward. Are there any concerns? It only has a small amount of visibility. Okay, good. Diana? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. In the matter of a certificate of appropriateness, Borough of Brooklyn, 398 Washington Avenue, Clinton Hill Historic District. Application is to modify window openings at the rear facade. I note that the building style, scale, materials, and details are among the features that contribute to the special architectural and historic character of the Clinton Hill Historic District. I recommend approval, finding that the proposed work will only be obliquely visible from a public thoroughfare from limited incidental views, that the work will occur in a simply designed portion of the rear L and will not affect any significant architectural features of the building, that the existing masonry opening is utilitarian in terms of placement and size, and its symmetrical relationship with the corresponding opening of the matching neighboring building is not a significant compositional element of the buildings, that the existing window is not unique in terms of design, materials, or details, that the enlarged opening will be well scaled to the L, maintaining its rectilinear form, masonry framing, and a solid to void fascia, which are typical of row houses of this age and style, and that the infill will be simply designed, finished to match the remaining windows at the building, and in keeping with infill found at the surrounding properties in terms of basic scale and proportions.
All in favor? Any opposed? This application's approved.